And hello and welcome to another live stream after the latest maintenance. Now, as you know, every single maintenance has its downsides. So let's wait for a couple of just 1 minute or 2 minutes and then we can get started. So for this stream, our main focus is going to be the reincarnation space. Yep. And going at the dimensional battle in explaining it in, well, everything about it, starting from the beginning of when it starts. Alright, so let's wait for a minute or two and then we can get started. Hello, hi. Also, we're gonna be doing the large summoning direction. Hey! Also, for tomorrow, there will be another stream at 11 p.m. GMT plus 8. So this is like an exceptional stream to go over certain things to finish them. So we have more time for tomorrow. Okay, let's give it one extra minute and then we can get started. Okay, so while we're waiting for that extra minute, let's do the large amount summoning for the scrolls and also for the faction scrolls we have. So let's get started first with the first 10. Let's see what we get. Ah, yeah, of course. The next 10. Now we're at 30. That's one Rockefeller. Okay. The next 40. 50. 60. Camp. Okay. 70. I don't think we're gonna get something good, but let's see. I guess the last 10. Now, that of course is heartbreaking in many different ways. Only 2 S heroes out of almost 80. Wow. Okay, so I guess tomorrow we'll have another go and we'll have a little bit more scrolls. Remaining 10 for this last row. Alright, let's move into the next one and the faction summon. So that's the first 10 and nothing. Second, the 20. Okay, Christine is acceptable for something we can work with. The remaining last 4 and a 1 and 1 Houston and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Okay, so we got absolutely nothing good overall. Let's do one of the card summon, Serena. Now we're gonna move into exchanging that 67 for 1 hero. Since I'm still working on Storm Falcon and only need the last 2 copies to awaken her skill, I'm just gonna go with that as a selection. And then I'm gonna go into the bag. If I remember correctly, the pieces should be there. Okay, let's summon that 1 copy. Let's go with the card also. And nothing again. And then of course the excellent summon piece. And then we have the rare hero piece as the last thing. So we got absolutely nothing overall. Only as heroes, which is unfortunate, but it happens, I guess. Alright. I guess now we finished the first one of let's summon and see what we get. Let's actually recycle some of those good boys we got. So Kong is, or Space Monkey is already at Immortal and Awakened skill, so we don't need him. So let's recycle him. And this is actually how you recycle to get the colorful essence. You'll need an S hero, and then you're going to deconstruct or destroy pretty much the hero to get the colorful essence. Let's add another one. That will take us to 3,500. So the goal when it comes to the colorful essence, if you go to directly home and then shopping mall, and after that the deconstruction store, you'll have three areas. First one is for the essence. The essence you gain by destroying S plus heroes. Then the next one is the colorful essence. You get it by destroying or deconstructing or deconstruction of an S hero. Last one is for A heroes, heroes ranked A. So pretty much the direction, of course, is to collect by destroying heroes, the three, and then you can exchange them for different resources that you can see here or a hero directly. My direction is to go to 4,000 for the colorful essence and then use it to get a Cyber Ronin copy and awaken him. Alright, let's look at Christine, which is discipline or disciple. Let's see, where's that copy? Only one copy. Okay, if we look actually at her, she's from the Superman faction, and then you go directly into her profile. She's already awakened, and I forgot the awakened skill already, and her kiss is awakened. So congratulations to us, we can actually destroy that copy as well. That will take us to 3,600. If you check the description, right, you'll find details and links to download the game, and the name is Epic Heroes Save Animals, or that's for Android. For iOS, that would be X Hero. Just checking the description, you'll find the link to download it from the Google Play Store. Okay, I have weak knowledge of Stigmata. Is there possible to do a separate stream on it any day? Yes, we're actually gonna do separate streams. One focused on xwar, one focused on actually building the hero, right? How you can build a hero from scratch, like this boy, for instance, here. Or actually this girl. This is the second copy of Houston. This is the original copy. So building a hero from scratch, Sigil, Stigmata, all of that can be done, yes. We're doing actually more of a separate stream focused on certain things in the game instead of overall the game. Yeah, so that will be done. Alright, so let's move into the second part, which is going to be the dimensional battle, so we can wrap up with the reincarnation space as the last thing. Of course, people always struggle with the reincarnation space in terms of ranking, which is always a problem. So we're gonna look into that. All right, so sorry, for the dimensional battle, as soon as it starts, by the way, there is a schedule for the dimensional battle even before it starts, right? If you click on it, usually it will show you the schedule, or you can go directly in it and click on the schedule. So there is first the registration phase, and then you go into the battle stage, and then it should end, and the Juggernaut will be summoned at that point. Okay, we can go into, actually we're gonna go into every single thing about the dimensional battle. So let's get started with the first thing you need to know. First, if you're gonna change or edit your teams or adjust it or add the teams, you have to do that before you use any of the attack charges. What's the attack charges? Watch the look your hero, bro. What do you mean? You want to look at the heroes, right? So before you use any of the attack charges or the reinforcement charges to edit your team, they must be fully complete. So 3 out of 3, 2 out of 2. You cannot attack or move any of the teams if you want to adjust the team lineup and change the heroes. So that's the first thing you need to do. As soon as you start, you would go to my team, adjust it, adjust the teams, right? And then you can go into battling. Fantastic. Great. All right. Second thing, of course, you're gonna notice that it's a little bit blinding with all those icons. There is this icon, which is the eye looking icon. It's the view pretty much. It will remove all those icons on the side so you can get a better view of the map. Now by pinching the screen, you can zoom in and zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out, so you can see, because it will make you go blind, right? And then you would scroll with your finger left and right if you are on your phone to actually view the entire map. Okay, so that's the first point. Second point, if you want to view the entire map, you can click on map. And then, depending on your union, you're going to be see the occupying fortresses that your union holds. For instance, I am the yellow one, Indo Epic. We have 4 fortresses under our control. So that's 1 and 2, 3. The one with the green is always you. The one with the red is, let's call it the enemy or other unions. All right? So if you look at the map, we have 4. Celebrities have 12. Soul Society has 7. Hero Oververse has 13. Okay? Any questions up until this point? No. We're actually gonna go into actually how to understand it first before attacking. So, any questions? No? Yes? Maybe? No. Okay. Okay, the second thing, you want to understand how you can look at your ranking and your union ranking. If you click on ranking reward up into the left icon of the screen, okay, thank you. You can actually see the players from different unions combined together all in one. That's called the merit ranking. Merit ranking is points you gain by occupying or attacking the fortress and holding it for as long as you can. Those merit points are the ranking. The higher you can occupy a fortress, keep the fortress with your heroes in the fortress, and they come also from attacking other players in other unions. That is what gets you merit points. As you can see, since I didn't attack or play, I am no ranking and merit points 0, even though there are people from the union I am in. Okay? Then you have the union ranking. Since you gain points by holding the fortress every single hour with your team in that fortress, and different fortresses give you different points, every union has a ranking of how many points they have generated. The higher the union has points, the more it will be ranked higher. Okay, each battle has 4 unions. They are going to battle each other in holding the fortresses, occupying it, and after a specific duration, 1 day or a day and a half or something, there will be the S1 fortress unlocked. As you can see, fortress opens in 19 hours 23 minutes, and another 2 actually open, which have different rewards in holding the fortress for your team and union when the timer runs out. So it's time based when it actually unlocks itself. So that's another thing you're gonna notice in dimensional battle. Okay, so we're gonna move into the rewards that you can gain by battling. First, let's remove that icon so we can see better. If you click on the battlefield rewards, okay, you can see that there are rewards based on capturing fortresses, which means you add one of your teams in that fortress or take it from the other occupying enemy union, pretty much player or team, and that will actually give you merit points or union points. So first one is capture 1 fortress, then another, then you actually launch a number of attacks, a specific number, and after that is generate merit points, and it's all mixed together. So you have your capture fortresses, and then you have your entire union generating a specific amount of points, and then you have you launching attacks and getting merit points yourself. Okay, if you look here, individual, then you have the Union combined, and you have the Union quest. So completing these quests actually will allow you to claim the rewards. And if you didn't battle, it will show you you have 0 personal points. There's also the limited quest, which I told you it opens at different times during, well, the dimensional battle itself, duration. So you have captured the treasure fortress, and you have fortress breakout rally, and then the last one is summoning the Juggernaut. So the first one, pretty much you can read the text for it. You need to hold the fortress when the time runs out for its duration, and if your Union holds it, then you will actually gain a 3-star gem chest. The next one is pretty much you gain as long as you actually occupy the fortress that is going to tell you the letter for it. Just occupying it, taking it, will give you this reward. And they open one by one, so stage by stage. Then the final one, after the dimensional battle has ended, the Juggernaut is going to be summoned. And if you have watched the channel before, battling the Juggernaut is, well, a combined Union effort. Each player needs to achieve a specific damage amount, and the total should be 20 players exceeding maybe 600 million, something like that. Different Juggernauts require different damage total and require different power levels. There's actually up to 5 or 6 stars boss enemies for the Juggernaut. The Union leader is the only one who can summon the Juggernaut, and the Union leader, if you're not aware of that, if you go to your Union, that's gonna be the chairmaster or the chairman. The chairman is considered the leader of your entire Union, and he can make certain decisions for the Union, including opening hub trials when it finishes. No player can do that except him. And choosing the Juggernaut that's going to be summoned for the Union. So that's pretty much ABC up until now for it. So let's move into how you can gain more information if you're actually a reader and like to read text. So if you go to the gameplay guidance, you can actually view the entire thing in terms of understanding it with, I guess, nice images-ish. Then you have the mode description, which will explain to you the registration phase, how long it lasts, the battle stages of fighting, what will happen, and then the map rules, how many fortresses are on the map, 53, the different types of fortresses which we're going to go into, which is C, B, A, and 1, that's S. And then you have the battle rules and all different details, including the ranking, the rewards, and the merit points. Merit points for different fortresses are different actually, and we're gonna go into that also. The team rules, you have up to 6 teams. Unlocking them depends on how many heroes you have awakened as immortal. So as you see in my condition, team number 6 has been locked because I don't have 36 immortal heroes. So unlocking team 5 will require a specific amount of immortal heroes, and 36 will require awakened heroes at immortal to unlock it. Okay, going back again, and then the gameplay and the battle rules. So you have your entire battle rules, the types of fortresses, all of that, and special rules in terms of harvesting points, which is the merit points you actually want to, and the extra points you can gain for occupying a fortress for the first time during the event. Let's make that actually more realistic in information. And before we attack, let's explain 2 last things, including adjusting our team and also the fortresses that give you buffs and cannot be occupied. Around your base, which is pretty much where all the teams from the players in the same union, it's the home, pretty much, your home, right? This is all the players teams collectively here. This is where you start. All right. Around your base, you have solar, sanctuary, astral, void, lunar. If you click on one of them, it requires you to attack it, pretty much. Each one of them gives you a different buff, and that buff is applied to all your unions. If you played the game enough time, you already know the buffs that exist in the game, HP, Sunder, and all of that stuff. These buffs help each player in the entire union to gain more, well, abilities, buffs for their heroes. For this one, for instance, this one gives you plus 10% damage immunity. This one is gonna give you plus 10% HP. The Astral will give you plus 10% Sunder, which is broken armor, which will allow you to attack, well, easier. So this one will give you plus 10 attack for all deployed heroes. Now the concept of actually gaining these buffs are attacking in the first place the Sanctuary. I guess in our case, they have been attacked, they are activated, so there's no need to activate them. And if you click directly on Union buff, you'll be able to see the duration and which buffs are activated. So if you look at the Astral Blessing and click on Jump, this is another one, right? I don't know why it took us there, but sure. One thing you're gonna notice that there is a ridiculous bug that's in Dimensional Battle, which the entire thing freezes when you keep moving or zooming in and zooming out. If that happens, you need to exit the Dimensional Battle and enter again. Don't ask me why. So if you click on Jump, yeah, that's the Astral Sanctuary for some unknown reason. Then it will allow you to attack it, but yeah, that's not ours in the first place, I guess, ish, so far. But let's just assume with all good faith that you can attack it. Then you would click on attack, and that will add one more point to the activation progress. So that would be 6 out of 10 for each attack to it. Pretty much you would use only your weak teams, the weakest, in attacking it, because as you can see, 16 million, and then you have the other one at, let's see, 16 million. They're all 16, close to 20 million, so they're very weak, 17. So attacking it would be with your weakest team, and let's assume you're gonna attack it with team number 5, right? Team number 5 will give you 3 attacks. That is the attack charge, pretty much. Now, if you compare it to the reinforcement charge, the reinforcement charge is simply to occupy a fortress that has that timer on top of it, that 946, right? That's a waiting period timer. If you want to occupy it, first you need to eliminate the other team from the other union, right? This is how you would attack. Select the team, click on attack. If you eliminate that, then you can actually occupy the fortress by eliminating the team in it. All right. If you do that on a fortress that has no enemies in it, they have been eliminated, and it's showing zero teams in it, but it's still not occupied by one of your team members or you, then that will actually consume the reinforcement charge. So the reinforcement charge is considered moving charge to move one of your teams to a fortress you do not occupy. It doesn't have any teams in it, and that will probably be shown during the stream. This will be empty, okay? But there is a timer on it. If you actually wait until the timer runs out, like in instance this one, if you eliminate all the 3 teams, it will be free of charge to move into it if it has 0 and no timer. 0 teams, 0 timer on top of it. And that's pretty much what consumes the reinforcement charge to move one of your teams to a fortress with a timer. Alright, let's move into actually adjusting and editing our teams. Let's go into team number 1, click on edit, and then we're going to remove it and just add one hero. Save lineup. Then team number 2, and then we're going to click on remove all and just add one hero. The direction is so we can gain the ability to choose freely between all our heroes by removing and starting from scratch, building up. That will also allow us to change the ships. See that? Click on this icon. You can actually select the ship you want. Okay, let's remove all, just add one. And let's get started with actually the hero selection. So for team number one, we're going to rely on Storm Falcon in number one. Yes, it's number one, number two, number 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this. Okay, so number one is going to be Storm Falcon. Number two is going to be Mecha Valkyria. Number 3, let's select another technology to get the buff. Let's add Kong. So that will give us a draft of 3 heroes from the same faction, which is technology, and that will add an additional HP plus 10, attack plus 5 to them only. Next faction we're going to go for is pretty much the Superman faction. Let's add 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we're actually relying on a draft of 3 for the first 3 and a draft of 3 for the next 3. It's not gonna show it, but yeah, that's kind of what happens. So that would be, this will get the same buff and these will get the same buff separately, right? And then you would click on save lineup. So that would be the first one. You can also select the ship directly. The normal point of the game of canceling and then reselecting the ship, right? Then going back and selecting the other one if you really want to change it. And that would be how you would select and create a lineup. And it's up to you what lineup you want to add. Alright, so for the second one, let's go with Einstein, Thinker. Let's see. Lucas. And then Houston. Queen of Desert. And Toku. So that's going to be the second lineup. And this is a draft of 4, right? What's a draft of 4? 4 heroes from the Superman faction added together in the same lineup, and that will give you the extra boost of HP and attack based on the draft of 4. Then we're going to save the lineup, and we're going to do the same thing again. So now we're at lineup number 3. We're going to add more of the technology, the darkness. Gunnable in number 2, and then let's see, who are we gonna add? Okay, let's add Silver Surfer, even if that's not his name, and then 1 Godslayer, 1 Medusa, and yeah, 1 Afra for HP. That's gonna be a draft of 3. So we have our first team, our second, our third. Time to build the fourth. Okay, so that's gonna be Rockefeller in number 1. Avatar of the Forest in number 2. Catastrophe in number 3. Anna in number 5. Silas in number 5. And Stormwalker in number 6. Okay, let's save the lineup. Now for the last one, Fong Panda is gonna be number 1. Eddie is gonna be number 2. Evil Bot is gonna be number 3. Sally, Mother of Swarm, is gonna be number 4. And then St. Matthew number 5. And Frontline Striker Karen as number 6. And that's gonna be our total lineup. Let's save. So after you've added your lineups, you can actually see the overall power of the entire lineup: 41 million, 43 million, 36 million, 26 million, 22 million. Okay, good job. Not really, but let's go and start our attack progress. Now you can benefit if one of your team members is already occupying a fortress. This is one of our team, as you can see, that lovely green text is showing. So he already is occupying this fortress. Now if you look here at this lovely text, the first occupant of the alliance daily plus 100 alliance points. And then at the below, very low, current owner Indo Epic, defender 1 out of 6. Bonus union points plus 5, bonus points plus 105 points income. The income generated is 41 union points per hour. That's if you're wondering how the points are collected. Okay, second point. Since he's in the fortress, other unions can attack him, that team, this one team. So each team, yeah, sure, Kai. Each team, if they are attacked by another player and the player fails, they can take only 6 attacks. And then that team is going to be sent back to the home base. So that's another way if you're going up against the Terminator like this guy and you cannot beat him in battle. He can take only up to 6 attacks. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, and then he'll be thrown out of that fortress, and then you'll have to attack the fortress itself to take it. So that's another way if you're going up against someone who's stronger than you, of just pretty much taking him out by repetitively attacking his team or teams until the morale is 0, 0, 0, and then the fortress is going to be free. That's another fantastic way of gaining the fortress. So as we can see, our Union lovely players are trying to move across the map. We're holding now C4 fortress, B4, and C6. We are struggling heavily in moving. Different fortresses, as we said, have different merit points it generates. So for you to understand this point, let's go to the game guidance. Oh, look at that, the fortress illustration. The base gives you 0 points per hour. C fortress will give you 20 points per hour. Okay. B fortress is going to give you 60. A fortress is always the highest, 240 points per hour, and S fortress is 960 per hour. Then you have your solar sanctuary, lunar, astral, and void, showing its icon and details. Alright, okay, beautiful. So since we expanded to B4, it doesn't matter if you did it or one of your team members, you can actually click on move. And since this one has a timer on top of it, let's do one move. Okay, doing this move is going to consume the reinforcement charge. If you look down, we have lost 1 reinforcement charge. The only difference that can be done if you move one of your team members to a fortress that doesn't have that timer. See that red timer? If we wait until it ends and then I'm going to move the same team, it's not going to consume any reinforcement charge. Let's wait and show. Okay, it has ended, no timer. Let's click on move. This team has only 1 reinforcement charge. Let's click on move to take the team here. Now let's look, did we consume any reinforcement charge? No, it's still 1. So the reinforcement charge is always going to be consumed if you move into one of these fortresses that's already occupied by your union, the 21, yeah, that beautiful red one. If we move this team again here, right? Okay, it's going to consume the reinforcement charge, and that is equal now to 0. 2 moves that have a timer on top of them. Okay, so the next thing is actually we're going to attack. Okay, so we can see here his team and the lineup, the heroes he's using. We can click directly on him and then select the team we want to attack and then click on attack. Okay, if you're looking at the text that has shown, the team has been defeated and failed to capture the fortress. And then you can see, yeah, amazing, right? And then you can see the enemy, the heroes, your heroes, which survived the battle and which was defeated, right? And that pretty much means you've lost. Let's try another team, team number 2. And we also lost again. So based on we attacked him twice and he had already 5 morale, now it's down to 3. Let's use a weaker team and attack him at the same time. By the way, you can select multiple teams to attack. So that's going to be 3 attacks actually. Let's click on attack. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Beautiful. Now, if you actually wanted to watch the battle and how it went, you can click on that video icon and it's going to play the battle round for you. As we can see, one of the main reasons is winning is the difference of the level 4, 6, 7. And then, of course, is also using Forest Dancer Julia. Watch this. Another one. Let's skip. Total damage 0, which is amazing. Fantastic. Again and again. And now he has been thrown back to his base. Why? Well, pretty much because his morale went down to 0. Now, since this fortress has the 0 that I was telling about, attacking it will actually consume attack charge. And then you'll be able to occupy it. So let's attack. Okay, so its color now has changed and now we're holding this fortress B3. See, it's showing the text team 1. The more teams that are in one fortress, the more the number is going to be bigger. So this one has 2 teams, right? One of them is me. Okay, let's carry on moving across the map and see if we can actually find someone who's more acceptably weaker to attack. Okay, so different fortresses hold different teams at the same time, as you can see. If a player has a number of his teams in the fortress, if you click on one of them, that's going to be the first team your team is going to attack. So we lost the first battle, which is unfortunate. I think my lineups suck. Let's try again. Okay. So what happened here is there is a limit to how many times if you win the battle, your team, one team, I'm talking about one team, is going to continuously keep attacking. If I remember, the limit is 10 battles or something. So if you actually win in first battle against the team, your team is going to move attacking the second one, which is this team. And then if you win, it's going to attack the third one in the same area, same one. And it will carry on until it reaches 10 attacks. Okay, let's attack that one, the ranger looking thing. And that's gonna be close. Okay, so to eliminate both, we're gonna have to attack twice for this team and 4 times for that team number 2. I'm gonna ignore doing that. I would like to keep whatever remains of the attack charges, even though we're explaining, to actually go across the map and try to target an easier looking team. Let's look. So we have here the 52, which would be reasonable enough if I actually build a better, teams pretty much. We have the 58 and the 80. Oh, and by the way, you cannot attack any fortress you want to attack. It needs to be adjacent, which is pretty much, in other words or other terms, close to a fortress you already occupy. So if you are occupying, holding, having this under your control, you can attack this one, this fortress. See that icon of attack? It's not grayed out. But if you try to attack a far away one, it's grayed out. Okay, so it needs to be connected to a fortress your team or union already holds, like this one, for instance, B6. Yeah, it's not looking good, honestly, for us, as always. Anyway, adjacent fortresses, you can see that blue line connecting them across, right? So C4 is connected to C5 and it's connected to B4. And it's also connected to the base. Another one. C6 is connected to C5, connected to B6, connected to the base. And that's pretty much the concept of adjacent. Let's try another one. B7 is connected to A5 and connected to C7 and connected to B6. So B6, yeah, you can attack. A5 can be attacked. C7 can be attacked. What about B8? No, it's not adjacent. You see, there isn't a line connecting to it. Okay, let's look at the rewards gained from capturing one fortress. Now we can actually collect part of those rewards that were pending, pretty much. Let's just click, click, click. Okay, launch 5 attacks, attack hostile fortress, attack hostile fortress. We can actually talk about the rewards if you guys actually want to talk about it, but that's, I guess, something more easier. Alright, and you would carry on doing exactly the same thing, trying to occupy fortresses and moving across the map by attacking the teams holding the fortress. And that is pretty much the direction of the the dimensional battle. So, since we gained some points, now we've entered into the ranking, 102. And yes, I started very, very late. This actually started at the beginning of the day. So it's almost above maybe 14, 15 hours of delay. So based on we entered the ranking, we gain some merit points from those attacks. We can actually look at the second part, which is the ranking reward. Each union based on the ranking, which is going to be the total points for all the players in the same union collectively, also the points they gain from holding fortresses every single hour. Each member in the union is going to get these rewards. The lowest is going to be 18, 3 faction, 1500 star coins. Then you have the individual ranking rewards. Individual ranking rewards is per your individual ranking. So 51 plus gets 12. Number 1 ranked gets, well, pretty much 30 random gem. So here you can see actually your individual ranking, and the highest lovely boy holding the top rank is that guy. Scroll up, you can see he has 6,600 merit points. Very cool, very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, and that would be pretty much the direction you would go across in the dimensional battle, occupying, taking the fortresses, defeating the enemy, and so on. Now, let's assume you did an awful mistake in your lineups and you want to change it, right? Congratulations, you cannot. Read this text. Yeah. Are you reading? You can only edit the lineup of teams that have not moved and still have the max amount of attack charges for the current day. So what does that mean? It means you need both attack charges, 3 out of 3, reinforcement charge, 2 out of 2. Then you will be able to edit that team only. Meet the same condition in every team, you'll be able to edit all the teams. If you attack before editing your team lineup, you will not be able to edit it. So it has to be at the beginning of the day before any attacks have been done. Alright, so you have your union, you can actually work together and okay, let's attack this fortress, let's do X, let's do Y. In the chat, you can pretty much communicate about that, and they put an icon directly here which will take you to your union chat without exiting. Now, if you've ever gotten lost in the dimensional battle, you can click on quick position. It will take you back directly to your base. Adjust the screen. If you wanted to actually view, yes, it does keep freezing when you do too much moves and scroll in and scroll out. If you actually wanted to know how things are going after you've entered, you can click on record, CD combat record, right? That's the entire thing, pretty much. All the battles being done. Then you have your individual record, which shows the battles you've won, the battles you have lost. Aside from that, if you click on here, you can actually view the occupied fortresses, who captured what fortress, from what union, who fought and won, which battle. You can also click and watch it directly for your entertainment purposes, even if it's for other unions and other players. Look at that. Very beautiful. Okay. So that would be pretty much the majority of things. For more information, you can always read here again the gameplay. See, all of that lovely details is kind of written. We're trying to actually explain it. Thank you. By the way, even if you suck and are weak, yes, the emphasis on you suck and you have stronger players in your union, just go with the easy direction of, okay, I cannot battle, I cannot win, take fortresses, wait for a fortress that one of your team members has taken, move your teams, I doubt that, move your teams into the same fortress, and you'll actually start generating points by your teams being in that fortress every single hour. You see that? Income 45 union points per hour. Then you have the bonus and all of that things written for the first occupiers, which is pretty much the first day. First time, first day, first team occupying it from your union. Okay, so that would be actually heroes in the C4 fortress. If you actually have ones in the B4, you'll be able to generate more income. And then, of course, you can leech off the remaining part of, well, your team members. Whenever they take a fortress and there is no timer, you can just move your entire lineups there, and it will cost you 0. What does that mean? Because it doesn't have a timer on top of it, any move into it doesn't consume anything. So the smart boys would wait until there's, well, a fortress that doesn't have a timer, like this one, and they would move their team to it. Even though you didn't battle, even though you didn't do much, you did absolutely nothing, right? You'll still start generating merit points every single hour. 144 union points per hour, and you have different teams occupying it at the same time. Now, the point of adding different teams aligning with your team members in the union is so you can protect the fortress from being taken. The fortress cannot be taken, any fortress, until there is zero teams from your union occupying it. So in order to take this fortress, we have to take this guy out. If he's taken out, then only the fortress can be taken. Either you take him out by reducing his morale by attacks to 0, okay, and then attacking the fortress, or you beat him directly in battle and you will automatically take the fortress. That's the only way. Alright, so since we've already moved our heroes, attacked, did all that good stuff, let's talk about the healing and recovery for the attack charges. If you look at the beautiful looking timer that's telling you 7 hours almost, each 7 hours or something close to that, you will gain 1 attack charge. Okay, now if you're looking at the reinforcement, same direction, every 50 minutes, 6 hours, 50 minutes, you'll gain back 1 point. 1 point recovery. That's pretty much the healing. And then you can attack again or move your team again to a fortress that has a timer. So every single day you'll be able to attack a limited number of attacks and a limited number of moving to fortresses. Why? Because they can. Anyway, you can actually just chill out, try to support your union, and different unions are known to team up, because when the what is it yeah, when the quests actually drop on the map, it's always going to be S1, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A2, A1. So they always go into the direction of, okay, let's target this entire circular area that looks like a circle, occupy it, and maintain it. That's the direction. Second direction is, let's wait until every single union finish their attack charges, and then we're going to attack and occupy it at the last moment of the timer. This timer, actually, when it opens, still will continue to go down for a specific duration. So those are different ways players and unions go, which include let's attack Fortress A8 before the timer runs out, or Fortress A2, and you and different players will wipe out an attack and clear out the way to reach that, occupying it hopefully before the timer runs out for the reward. Yes, each one of the rewards actually has a timer, and we're going to look at those rewards again in the limited quest. Whenever you want to look at the rewards, Battlefield, limited quests. This one is going to be opening very soon, which I believe is tomorrow, and this one the day after or something. This one is going to be tomorrow, the next one something in the arrangement. So they're not going to open exactly at the same time, but they will follow each other very close, probably on the same day. So since we're actually in the speeded version of dimensional battles, it's going to last for a very short period of time. Why did this happen? Let's go to the gameplay and look at the schedule. When they introduced the dimensional battles, different players didn't like how long it is. Certain players wanted to battle stronger unions and then a weaker union, and then mix and match. So they made two versions. One version is very fast. Another version lasts almost 4 or 5 days, something like that. What's the direction? The direction is pretty much they're going to match strong unions and at the same time weaker unions. So in this one, we are considered the weaker unions. Hero versus considered the strongest. Soul Society and it just cycles. It cycles back and forth in selection of unions. Now, for my entertainment purposes, let's go to manage and then search union, and then let's try to find those hero verses and look at their union. That's just for my entertainment purposes, unrelated completely for the dimensional battles. God Predators, Devil Slayer, Euro, let's refresh. Okay. Peace and Love. Interesting. Silence. And only one. Okay, that's the celebrities. And as we can see, the minimum power for joining is 50 million. And all of them are buffed up. And it's worth actually joining the union. We have the Avengers. Okay. Not bad. Then you have your equalizers. They're gonna balance something unknown, but sure. Okay, let's see what else. Union Brazil. Oh my god. Oh my god is a union. Wow. Thai cute, and then you have from paid, and you're gonna see more unions actually pop up through time because they keep on merging the servers. Because of the merger of the servers, actually you're all gonna be battling each other. You're gonna see more unions you've never seen before. Darkness, that's also a good union. Not too bad, but it sucks, honestly, that it doesn't have an overall power requirement. Mhm. Wow, a celebrity. Yeah. I hear Union tie cute. You really want to get us demonetized, even though we're not monetized yet fully on the channel. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. How are we gonna find out? You should try to join their union and then ask them. Okay. Unknown talents. I'm guessing this is mercenaries. Okay. It's okay. Make it halal. Make it halal by. I just wanna ask them. Anyway, let's go back to the dimensional battle. I want to try and get Heroverse. I wanted to get their serial. Okay, let's go to friends and try to find if there's a friend in their union. That's in darkness, extreme fighting, and epic, darkness, master's nest. Okay. To epic, to legacy, Lucra. Serenity, pretty much. Equalizer. Yes, they are extremely. There's a reason why Mr. Oppo is stuck with them. But actually, he exited and went to another union. Okay, interesting. Sell 350 USD. Look at that attempt. Juno Equalizer. Peace and love. Yeah, I have no idea. I just have my guesses. Yeah, I don't have anyone from Heroverse. Okay, let's go to the chat and then go to recruit and then see if they're recruiting or we have any of their data available. Think they might be on a different server. Oh yeah, here's the Thai cute you're asking about. Equalizer, Level Slayer. Yeah, they're not on this current server. We haven't been merged, pretty much. Or they have full members. That's why they're not actually seeking any members. Okay, let's go up, 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 up. That's the name of a union. Blowing air. Your server is not that old. Okay, let's have a look at the servers and what they reached in destruction. Wow, exactly the same. Then what's the point of the merge actually? Okay, so for Europe and America, 1761, 1780 is the maximum range, and they opened new ones. Amazing. Okay, maybe they're merging only the old ones with new ones or something. And then 1941, 1960, which is new and fresh. Okay, interesting. Anyway, let's move on. I think we have expanded enough on trying to find their union. There are other ways, I'll find it later. Okay, let's go to the second point of the reincarnation space. Let's sort. So the reincarnation space pretty much is linked directly to the reincarnation treasure. I actually said it, Koi, you might have missed it. Yeah, I don't want to say it again. So the reincarnation space is linked directly to the reincarnation treasure. Yes. it's where you get these lovely stones, or actually galaxy stones. So you have your galaxy, Metherol, your Chronos, your sanctuary, right? And you have your creation, and you have the highest, the chaos Metherol. The concept for the reincarnation space is you're going to battle 6 battles, okay? If you give and achieve high damage, you will get rewards. So simple. The rewards are based on damage and ranking, alright? The higher the ranking, you can see the equivalence of rewards on the right side. So, creation Metherol starts at top 100 of legend. Before that, which you're probably going to be stuck at gold, diamond, 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 you're not going to get that. You're going to get the sanctuary, the Chronos, and the galaxy. Okay. Let's look at the details. The reincarnation space is open every 7 days and divided into 2 groups. You're going to be matched with spaces that match the current hero status, blah, 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 blah. Let's scroll across all the unnecessary information. Okay, so each round there is a boss, and that boss has other heroes. I would prefer to call them bosses, honestly. Click on this. This is the Vengeful Fury. In this one, in round 1, pretty much for that one, if a monster is attacked, it's a hero, but sure, they haven't changed that text, is attacked more than 10 times in a single round, it will enter into a berserk state and gain 500 attack. The more damage a monster takes, the higher its status resistance becomes. They have 40% force block. Force block is pretty much to immune them, that they can take less damage, and the effects, they cannot be affected by CC. Monsters immune to all controlling effects. What does that mean? It means do not put Medusa, do not put Lady Ivy, and do not put Toku in round 1, to simplify it. That's Serenity. Sure, that's Serenity. The overall power and the hero selection, yeah, I still know, even if the name changed. Right, moving on. So, you see these are the heroes you're gonna battle, by the way. Okay. And if you click on each one of them, you can actually look at the abilities of the hero. Increase healing, increase attack, power of hell. Okay. And then Van Helsing, increase damage, his explosion. This is pretty much the skills that each one of these heroes have, and you can actually see it in the portrait of the hero, so you don't really need to read it, but if you wanted to remember, you can always do that. Now for this type of, let's call it repetitive mini event, all your heroes and the enemy are going to be at level 340 max. There is no going above that, by the way. Okay, so the second one, it's going to be the same. The third one is going to be the same. And pretty much this one is going to be all the same for that one. The next one is going to be different, and every time a player loses a hero, the monster will greatly become stronger. So each round is going up against a specific boss. So the next boss is going to be the Ancient Dragon. For this boss, we have Fire Woman, right? So the entire direction depends on you understanding that high attacks will land them in becoming berserk, killing you faster, more than 10 times. The enemy itself, each hero. And the final one, of course, is Fire Woman, and that's going to be the last battle. Let's click on battle for a second. You're going to be selecting all your lovely 6 rounds, including the spaceship, including the heroes, and that is pretty much how you would actually, well, go about it. Now, one thing you can do is click on this icon, which will remove all the heroes, okay? And then the second one, remove all the heroes. third, remove all the heroes, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay. Then you would select your heroes from the beginning, align different lineups based on your selection, and so on and so on. Let's exit. I'm not gonna change the selection. Pretty much you're going to have to select all the 6, okay, and unless you have above, if I remember correctly, mystic awakened heroes, they're not gonna show. I don't remember if it's immortal or mystic. Yeah, mystic or mystic plus mystic. They're not gonna show. So even if you have heroes more than the amount I have, they're not going to show for selection. I'm gonna check on the mystic point. Anyway, then you have your reincarnation leadership board ranking. This is going to show you all the players and how much damage they have done, including your own. Okay, then you can go to other regions if you like to spy on other regions. Don't know why, but you can always do that. If you click on this icon, the image video icon, you'll actually be able to see the rounds. Okay, what did the player use in each round, the heroes, and the 6th one is always hidden, you cannot see it. Aside from that, you can always click on quick setup and it will add automatically same heroes this player has used and also the same equipment artifacts that were added to the heroes. Keep in mind, you can always just steal one of the lineups completely from another player, but it will also mess up your entire artifacts and equipment. More on the artifacts. Okay, let's say for instance I want to copy the lineups of this player. Okay. Okay, looking good. I don't think we're gonna get anything good with that, but sure. Oh yeah, looking fantastic. I would click on quick setup. If you use this custom configuration, the artifact configuration will be custom as well. Let's click on OK. Okay, and then it will take you directly to here. Now, unless you have the same awakened heroes that are applicable to be added, you're gonna have missing blocks. You see this? This is a missing block. No heroes. At that stage, you can happily add them yourself, and also all the artifacts have already been screwed up in them being equipped to your heroes. So that one does have a critical issue for you if you just add it randomly. You're not gonna be happy with what's gonna happen. I'll show you later after we actually add, at least finish the remaining part of the heroes. Okay, let's add and then why not? Okay, let's actually take Medusa to the last one, and we actually have more heroes, so let's actually okay, let's look overall at our heroes. He's going after selecting drafts, by the way, building drafts. If you've noticed, each one is a draft he already is going after. Draft of 5 here, draft of 4, draft of 5, draft of 5, draft of 4, and the draft of 3. Okay, so if you actually want to build your lineups yourself, aside from before doing that, you can click on replace artifacts, which is a very handy and beautiful aspect in the game because your artifacts always get screwed up. If you click on replace artifacts, it will show you in different lineups from 1 to 6 for all your teams which hero is holding what artifact, so you can replace it internally here directly. So for instance, here we have Stormwalker holding Braveheart. If you click on replace, okay, let's give her a Meteor Dust. Okay, you've just changed it. Display artifact by default. If you click on it, you'll be able to see the artifact hovering on top of the hero. Let's carry on trying to fix the mess that was done, because if he wasn't using a specific artifact I was using, it will remove it also, which is another amazing point of copying lineups. Okay, let's give Medusa, let's see, 1 radiance for her, and then maybe 1 wings here. Still upset about that, huh? Sure, I will not forget it. 1 divine here. I'm just making random selections, not fully wanting something specific. Let's give our boy fictional. Let's give you, let's see, blessing of prophet, and then you can take, let's see, yep, you can take the wings. You take absolutely nothing. Okay. Okay, looking acceptable. Okay. In that case, remains given the eternal. Yes, I have it. Given the eternal soul directly to Storm Falcon. Okay. Then you would click out, and it's supposed to show the artifacts on the below of the hero, and you can actually see it now clearly. And we kind of changed our entire artifacts for all our heroes in here directly without going to the portrait and changing it, the profile, one by one. And then you would click on next team, next team, next team until you feel suffocated, and the heroes have to be at least ranked mystic to show. So that point is correct. After that, it's fine, it's just to explain the play, the direction. After that, you're gonna be starting round by round battling the annoying enemy, right? The good part when it comes to these battles, you can actually speed it above x2, so you can go x4 or x8. Does it make a difference? Oh yeah, it does. It really makes a difference that you can actually speed up instead of the slow watching, because it's gonna be extremely long. Yeah, you can also skip, but the issue is if you skip, you're not gonna be watching anything, right? 1 skip is equal to skipping the entire battles. Then again, at x8, if you are entertained by watching the battles themselves, just stick around. Maybe you'll learn something while watching what the issue is. Okay, let's see how far we can go. By the way, Rockefeller entered into Berserk because Toku attacked him more than 10 times in 1 round. Alright, so that would be round number 5. Okay, and then round number 6. That's actually round number 5 still. Okay, so that was 4, this is 5, yeah. Thank you for telling us that. Actually, I don't like watching it usually in the first place. It's too long, too boring. But this is for the educational purposes. This one we're gonna slow down. So this is the boss, and as you can see, she's on fire and she entered into Berserk mode. Okay. The direction is pretty much simple. Causes much damage, and from the 6 rounds it's going to be accumulated, and that would be your ranking, your total damage. Now, one thing that makes a difference in the reincarnation space is the hero selection, and you adding with your heroes, supporters and buffers, and selecting heroes that actually work good together and good against the lineups you're facing. Alright, so we're at round number 2, and we're waiting to see. By the way, it's always nice to put Firewoman against Firewoman, right? Because her burning ability is annoying. She will kill you fast. Oh, and by the way, Firewoman does help in recovering HP. One of the things that's keeping us alive actually is the contract by Lucas, Demon of Souls, that's helping with negating the damage, or a good part of it at least. And then we have, of course, Radiance on Thinker, and also his HP recovery. And as you can see, we have recovered a good chunk of HP, but of course the burning effect is very strong. Okay, let's see how far we can go. 100% in this round. If you have time that's awakened to Mystic and you add time, you can really cause some high damage. Right. Okay, so we're at round 7. Let's speed up to the x4 so we can watch how far we can go, and boom, they're dead. And that pretty much got us at least 1687 in comparison to my highest damage before, which was 4448, and that took me to the top 45% of legend, as you can see. Yeah, this is going to show you the accumulated damage of each round. So the third round was the highest. Okay, first round terrible, the second bad, third round okay, not bad, fourth terrible, fifth terrible, sixth okay. So round number 3 and round number 6 are actually acceptable. Round number 1, 2, 4 and 5, a change of lineups is needed, hero selection and different things. And you can formulate, because you'll have almost 10 attempts to attack in the reincarnation reincarnation space, and then you can try again. That's pretty much what you're gonna do. Sometimes spamming it actually makes a difference in you gaining higher damage. So as you can see here, 1 for 70, right? And then 10, 15, 17, 15, 18, 44, 2, 4, 3, 9, and then 4, 4, 8. So what made a difference in that one specific? Good question. This round, serious round of selection. Let's watch it, and hopefully it will give you an insight of how important the selections of the buffers and the heroes and who they're going up against can make a difference. Okay, so first we have Storm Falcon attacking all of them, as you can see. Then we have Dimensional Runner, Houston, and Houston has the Templar Glory on her. Then you have the Music Fairy, which will help in recovering HP and will boost the attack of Toku, Dimensional Runner, and at the same time Houston she's actually boosting the attack of both lineups, left and right, both heroes left and right. All right. Yeah, that's the majority of what's available in this lineup, including the Queen of Desert, where she actually is increasing the attack and boosting Toku. And as you can see, one of the main reasons is the boost of attack Toku got, and the protection she's gaining by Storm Falcon being in the front line, including, of course, the Queen of Desert. Of course, it's not gonna last long, but if you look at the damage, 2108 million alone. All right. One of the things that helped the Queen of Desert actually survive this long is having Wings of Angel equipped to her, which gave her evasion, and then she actually can resurrect herself at least once, only once. So with evasion, with resurrection, with actually taking longer to be killed, this actually gave a better opportunity to cause higher damage. Toku caused that high damage alone. And the rest is pretty much considered nothing special. Right? And that would be one of the directions you might take into account, that the heroes you're gonna use to boost your attack and all of that can make a difference. Okay, congratulations. Scuba always OP when not on your team. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Okay, let's come to her and then skill. Okay, so she can deal 200% of her attack as damage, and there's burning enemies that also increases. So that's one thing. When she uses her ultimate skill, 50% chance of removing 3 buffs on her target. Her basic attack grants a shield for 200 and is still in the battle. Good question. You're the first one. What's the emergency stream about? You're the first one who actually asked. After the maintenance, if different people didn't notice, everything got screwed up in the ring challenge. Here, if you don't believe me, look at this. We sincerely apologize for the recent technical issue that resulted in the reset of the void ring in some servers. Commanders can now resume their challenge to reoccupy the ring and receive rewards as usual. We deeply regret any inconvenience and trouble this may have caused you. We hope for your understanding. No, we don't have understanding. We just like the free blue diamonds. We hope for your understanding. We will make every effort to ensure that such issue does not recur. To show our gratitude for your great support and patience, we have prepared the compensation of 300 diamonds, small pile of gold. Please claim it in time. We appreciate your support and understanding, and we are committed to providing you with the best experience. Happy gaming, the operating teamy. So after the maintenance, that kind of got screwed up. Aside from it got resetted fully. Oh look. It wasn't like this. It actually got resetted and everyone who was in it got kicked out. So that's one of the things, if you didn't notice, you lost your ranking, by the way. You lost your ranking. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing, the arena. Yes, it also got screwed up partially. Yep. But it's okay. Probably it's now all good. Everyone murdered everyone to take their place as fast. The only thing that might still be is the void ring, because all the ring challenges have been resetted, which will allow me to do something like this. Did you notice anything? Because their entire level that has been built up over a long period of time has been reduced. So if you're actually holding any void ring title, it's gonna be resetted in certain servers. Oh yeah, because the level has been downgraded. That's the only reason. And Juno's gonna take it back. So since we actually took his title, defeat the current Overlord boss, and that will give us HP plus 3%, attack plus 3% for our entire lineup, and we get the Overlord ring title status with the frame we already have. So we have attack plus 5, HP plus 5, attack plus 3, HP plus 3, which actually increases our overall power in the first place. That increased almost 1 million. What we can do with that, we go to xwar or where we need extra power, because it's gonna be temporary. So let's try to use it. Oh, still the lineup. Let's try again. Yeah, I need to change the lineup, and I don't want to change the lineup. Well, if it doesn't work, and okay, there it is, finally. Because they said only on certain servers. It's not every single server. So not every single server actually suffered from everything in the ring. Maybe you're in new server. No, I'm actually considered in an older server now. It's not considered new anymore. Also, the server I selected isn't new in the first place, even before I started playing. So no, that's not the reason. But if you're gonna compare it to the older ones, of course, we're not in the very early ranges. Okay, again, we're trying to benefit from that extra added boost. Okay, so we have an issue in round 1. Probably it's Anubis. Okay, let's try again. One Toku and an issue because of course she's wiping us out. Let's take this, let's add this, let's remove this. Let's okay. This, and then this one. Yeah. Okay, let's skip. Okay, so round number 1 we won, round number 2 we lost. Let's look at round number 2. Of course, we have the issue of the God Slayer. Problematic. Let's try to add the God Slayer in this one. Add here and let's see. Okay, let's try. Yeah, I'm gonna read all those comments, don't worry. Damn. I really don't want to spend time trying to align lineups now. Anyway, can I see your Andrea? Do you use it? No, I haven't put that much effort in her, and I don't use her because she is still not immortal. By the way, for the server, we're not actually in a new server. We are Hero 631. If you go all servers, Southeast Asia, right? And then you scroll down to the 631 range. This one. Okay. Now look at how many servers came after. No, we're not considered a new one. Look. Yeah, so that's one point. We're actually the testing server, the server that gets the bugs, and many things happen specifically on ours. Does the Lunar New Year event start today? Yes, Friday is going to be the Dragon New Year Stage 1 opening, which is kind of the Lunar New event, but instead of the Lunar, it's the Dragon New Year event, based on the Chinese New Year. In 7 hours, yeah. Can I see on Android you use it? Are you to reply to Magnosa informing him? Okay. Okay, sorry Danka. Well, her situation is very miserable, so yeah, sure. As you can see, there hasn't been that much efforts in, well, preparing her fully, because I don't use her for a very simple reason. She's still not immortal, so there's that. She's holding 3 relics that haven't been upgraded, which sucks. Gem-wise, she's holding nothing at level 11. These have not been fulfilled to level 15, and I still want to max them out. At least she's holding this one, which is cool, right? But I will take it from her and put it to another hero. Other than this, she's still at level 13, where she needs to be enhanced far above that. Now, in terms of, well, you know, them skill, yeah, I keep mixing and matching them and changing them and removing them, and at some point, yeah, I stopped doing that, just left it. But she needs aligning, and we'll have a different stream for the skill and have all that wonderful yeah. That's so OP. Then what do you consider this? And she's not even close to being finished. Okay. Okay, what do you consider this if that was OP? Hmm. You cannot you cannot just keep saying OP for anyone, any hero and anything, Kai. Doesn't make any sense. People could see it. This is considered OP? No, it's not. It's not. It's a work in progress. OP Lord. So he went to other upper stage. Okay. Anyway, so our direction of covering, well, at least to a good extent, what actually happens here in Hellish Land, reincarnation space. And yes, an easier direction would be selecting a player that has the heroes you're using and can use at Mystic. For instance, this guy matches the heroes I'm using, right? Look, I'm talking about the hero awakening. If you have heroes awakening that are close to what is using, okay, good, you can use it. Click on quick setup, gain exactly the same lineups, okay, and then you're gonna have to adjust it based on what works for you. Notice this point is important. And then if we go here, right here, this is the selection I've done, okay. The most important thing, you're not going after the highest damage in every single round, unless you have really strong heroes and God Universe heroes. You're going after 2 or 3 rounds, you're gonna cause the worst and the highest damage that you can. Now, when looking at the artifacts, which I believe will get messed up badly, let's see, is anyone... Yeah, he's missing his artifact, which makes sense. Give that back. Naughty. Okay. Okay. Give that back. Yeah, you can take it. Okay. Let's give you primal power for now. And then let's see. No, not the one you should be holding. Should be holding the Templar. Rockefeller will happily take Blessings of Prophet. That's why I said it messes up your entire artifacts. And then you should be holding absolutely nothing. Okay, okay, let's give you Braveheart. Why not? Who else? Yeah, Afra. Fictional reality. Then here we're gonna give directly. Let's go with Divine Prayer. Why not? Here we're gonna give Wings of Angel. Lucas, let's check. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kai. Even though I know. I'm just gonna stop at I know your overall power. Okay. That should be the majority of putting things back in place, I guess. Let's see. Radiance. Ring of Oracle. Wings of Angel. Yeah, give this back. What are you focusing on right now? Good question. Well, right now, I just got a copy during the stream, which I was preparing for to activate the awakened skill of Storm Falcon. So there is that. I need another copy, and then she will be complete in being awakened. At the same time, it's a kinda a longer process of taking all the relics to T1. But if you really want to ask what am I doing exactly, I'm trying to get all the relics here to level 60 for Houston. right? And a better explanation, my focus-ish is on Lucas for now, kinda. I'm preparing him for time travel, believe it or not. So we kind of need the remaining parts of the relics. We also need to actually do a decent job of upgrading these gems, right? We will benefit 100% if that orb can be upgraded, but not necessarily important that much, at least level 10 or above. And then we want to take the soul crystal or the soul contract to level 30. And then every one of those four needs to be evolved into, well, damage immunity. And yeah, it's a long process, work in progress. And then, of course, there is the awakened skill after all of that. So for Lucas, I'm actually waiting to get a copy from here, as you can see. Remains only the fast reward, and then the copy can be gained. And then the second copy, probably I will go the normal direction I usually do, which is getting it from the Legend Mall here. So getting him to Immortal, that's kind of part of the direction for now. It does. It does. Yeah. Activating the icon skill. Yeah. Other than this, we're kind of looking at going back and focusing on the Fairy of Music. I got her to exclusive 20. The hopes of getting her to Immortal is the direction for her, at least. For the Fury Wave, direction is hopefully at some point getting him to level 30. And yeah, there's so many things to do, pretty much, including at some point given more time to awaken these lovely, beautiful heroes. Yeah. Really? How much I spent so far? Honestly, I haven't calculated the total amount because it's been over a year. Level VIP 9. We're coming on 10, actually. That's a good one. Not much for well, I'm not sure if you mean the achievements are not considered much for being VIP level 9. Not sure on that, if you mean that. Oh, but there is a point, right? I've spent months without spending anything in the game. Look at that. The new Pride and Joy. Oh yeah. Yes, understand. Now I got you. Because yeah, I spent a good chunk of time just the normal direction of claim it daily, right? And then low spends here and there. That's one of the reasons why it took quite some time, and I've been stuck at VIP level, I guess 7 and then 8 for months. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been stuck at VIP 7, 8, and then 9 for months, actually. Spend more, you can speed up. Yes, we call it light spender, and then you have your mid spender, and then you have your whales, and then you have your occasional spenders, and then you have free to play, pay to win players at different levels of spending. Then you have your daily spenders, your monthly spenders. Then you have your event spenders, and thank you. Little spenders, yes. Anyway, that's the majority of what we have to actually look at for this one. It's good. We cleared out some of the things for the event that's coming out tomorrow. For you specifically, you know who I'm talking to. Yes, you, the person working on, you know who, that hero. Yeah, you, the person working on this hero. Yeah, these are the shards. See these? You can collect them during the events. See that? 50 shards, 1 copy. Yeah, that's a message directed at you. Yeah, that probably, yeah, she is great. She has many possibilities of, well, destroying every single hero. Also, there's a hero that does very similar to her, actually, if he's built correctly. Yeah, his repetitive non-stop attacks, destructive. It's a good direction to, if you can and want to spend during the event. Definitely, there are many rewards. Also, there is the, if you spend actually during the event, you have to top up daily, by the way. You can collect the shards. I can afford some more. You mean you cannot? I can't. Well, one of the ways of, if you cannot afford, or anyone who cannot afford, yeah, is going with the luxury fund. What does that mean? It means you're going to go with the slow and painful direction of collecting the faction crystals and then eventually exchanging it in the faction store. Other than this, the super value fund actually has this directly, but it's not gonna be him, by the way. It's more of a related to another message. Another message. See that? Another message. See that? Another message. Those two? Yep. You know who I'm talking to. Super girl, I'm giving. Toro, you can just go to the jungle and just grab one. No need to pay. Yeah, okay, good. I thought you might have missed it. By the way, the shards also play something important as a role in what it can do. If you're already collecting summoning shards, right, from the ask for help for a specific hero, one of these heroes, okay, get in one of the shards that has the same hero. It will give you already an addition to what you're collecting. One, and then it will give you one piece here. That actually helps in if you want to speed up. And for instance, here I'm missing 11. Yep, those 11 I can complete them from here, and then that would be 50, and then she can be summoned, which means you can collect the shards, have the shards. Yes, and those 33 shards, you can actually use them to summon different heroes depending on if you have like them, or you can collect them in the game, which is a good point. The more shards, the more you can just summon directly that hero. Okay. Oh, and another message. See that? That one? Look at that. Yes. Here's the 15 shards in the premium pass, another 10 shards, another 10, and another 15. That's a total of 50 shards, which is equal to, let's look again, getting, oh, just telling you. That's equal to getting one of these heroes if you actually complete the hero pathway of points. You actually need to play to unlock it. The cost, as you can see, is one of the cheapest in the game because it's all expensive in the game. 44.90, and that would be pretty much like maybe less than or close to 15 USD, 10. Yeah, so 10 USD, yeah, 10 USD can actually get you something like this if you're actually spending in USD. You say you're waiting. Yeah, I'm not telling you to spend now. I'm telling you for the lunar event in the first place. Spend now for what? There is nothing now, actually. By the way, there's also this. Look at that. Yeah, beautiful. There's also this. I'm telling you for later. I'm telling you for later. I'm telling you for later. Okay. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's what that you buy now. Why would I buy now? I'm waiting for the same event just like you, and I'm not sure if I will buy anything. I need to look at the merchandise first. Okay. Okay, so that is the majority of what we have for this stream. Let's just check on our teams. You can come back later to check on your team. If they have been defeated and the fortress has been taken, you will find it showing Division 15 base. Division 15 base means that they have been defeated and returned to base. That's sure. I will show you what collection actually means. Wait. What you would do is go again, move them back as if nothing happens, right? Especially if you're moving it to a fortress that doesn't consume any reinforcement charge or attack charge. And then you would wait patiently because you're going up against every player 76. Okay, what am I supposed to do with that? 80 million. That's just one team. 52 million. 80 million, 58. 85, 74, 45. Beautiful. That's why joining Heroverse or celebrities actually can make a difference because they are brutal in the overall power of every single player. 76, 62. Beautiful. Look at that sigil he collected. You mean look at the sigil I've collected? Okay, for starters, I have 318 out of 1000 gems. Look at that. Of course, always. Look at that. See that amount? Your highest team is 35. I understand. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why players actually struggle. Beautiful, right? Then when it comes to Stigmata, 764 out of 800. Everyone is OP, right? For you, you want to raise our morality to feel better about ourselves, so everyone is OP. If only you would accept that people want to see your account, you would be so happy. But you always reject. Yeah, I actually do have a large amount that I need to throw out, a good portion of it. Thank you. I appreciate it, even though it has a counter effect on me. And then 135 out of 1000 for relics. Not that much. Just a wheel in the middle. So yeah, it's been a good chunk of collection. It's not a joke. They are very much 600 something. I don't feel OP when I get smacked by 80 million. I'm sure no one feels OP when he's going and getting smacked. Actually, one of the reasons you all get smacked, aside from you really need to, well, fix your heroes in their sigil, fix your heroes in their T1, T2, upgrade their equipment, upgrade their exclusive, upgrade the gems and choose them correctly, add the relics, upgrade the relics, right? All of that, that good stuff. No, actually, one of the reasons why you always, it sucks, even if you do have a chance. Union Tech, you kind of need to actually accept that you need to max it out at some point, and then here, this is part of the great sadness. The critical resistance and the critical damage resistance is directly connected that you take less damage. And these lovely 4 or 5 at the beginning is directly connected that your hero can cause more damage to different sub-factions. Upgrading these, okay, is equal to you actually being stronger directly. Upgrading them is hella expensive. Okay, so there's a reason why, let's just say, it ends miserably. But let me show you what the upgrades can actually make as a difference. So now we're at 69169. It's not going to be a big increase, but you'll at least be able to see it. Let's take it to level 10 and then move to the second one at level 10. Move to the third one. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Okay, let's wait until it actually refreshes, or we might actually need to close the game and reopen it, because it's not it actually has that issue where it can take time, especially that I'm spamming it. Click, 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 non-stop. Anyway, that lovely upgrades should actually increase some of the statuses for your heroes, all of them related to, well, the ones you actually unlocked. So here we have Queen of Desert. So these ones will allow more damage to be done to the healers, the raiders, and the warriors. Upgrading it is equal to every hero that's there will be able to do more damage, and it actually can help you if you're stuck in Galaxy Wanted or xwar or different parts of the game. See that, just that upgrade. If you remember at the beginning of the stream, we couldn't actually win in round 2, but now we kinda actually made it into round 3 and then got defeated in round 3, which doesn't make sense, but yeah. So that upgrade equals, well, overall, the heroes that you upgraded in that Union Institute are stronger, so that's an increase in overall power, which in the end is an increase in your entire lineups, and this is crazy because it actually makes a difference. So that type of stuff can make a difference in xwar, can make a difference in Galaxy Wanted, and whenever you are stuck, just keep on upgrading, keep on increasing the HP and attack by the Reincarnation treasure, and increasing the level, and eventually wherever you are stuck, you will be able to win, even if it seems insane that you will ever be able to win. that's pretty much it for the game in different parts. And you're gonna be stuck with different heroes for a very long period of time, upgrading them, spending the diamonds, the cash. Do you ever look at people's accounts and review them? Yes, I've done that a long time ago, where I would go to my union, go to another player, click and actually view their accounts and treasure and different things and annoy them. And at the same time, you can be hella annoying and just battle them directly. Even though you might get defeated, but you can battle people in your union inside the union. Okay, is it gonna have an issue? No, it worked. Okay. And then you would just skip. Oh, we won. And you actually get that rose. That rose you can gift to different players actually, and it gives them 50k gold. So yeah, the ability to review other accounts, I've done it repetitively by going into their account and looking at how they're doing. For instance, let us go to Commander Space. Interesting. So plus 8 broken armor, plus 8 broken armor, plus 8 broken armor, plus 8 broken armor, 31. Fatal Judgment and bonuses for the Union fully upgraded. And he is at between 300 and 330 and faction wanted. Okay, very nice. Gem wise, he has upgraded to level 50, HP plus 5. He is using the charge for the armor penetration. He hasn't upgraded the relics to T1. Can I add you if I am on the US server? Yes, you can. Actually, it is very simple. It doesn't make a difference in adding. All you need is actually the serial or the player's ID, and then you would go to friends, right? Friend to management, and then search. You would enter the ID. The human being should show when you click on search. Of course, this is my ID, it's not going to show. And then you can actually send the friend request directly by doing that. So it doesn't make a difference if you have the player's ID. For instance, let us see that serial ID 347499926. Each player has an ID and can be added by using it. Usually people struggle more on getting the ID or the person actually accepting than the adding point. So go for it. I guess one last thing, if you actually want to review better looking accounts aside from my account, and you would go here for instance and just click on one of the heroes. Let us see what you have done. The unfortunate point that you're gonna be facing, you cannot view everything by doing that unless you add the person as your friend on in the game. But still you can get a good glimpse of what upgrading the relics correctly can look like. Also, you'll be able to see fully the sigil, but not the status. No, you'll be able to see the status even fully. So you have here the hero selection sigil that he has put, which kind of sucks in my opinion, but still good. Okay. Here it's looking really good with Thorn. And relic wise, has he gotten any? Yeah, he has relics. And then you have here Julia, and he's been naughty and gave her the Sith of Hunt, which then she can do insane amounts of damage. And he took the exclusive to 39, which is gonna be total annihilation for any player. It's gonna be extremely difficult. He's given her also Thorn, so she can recover HP, and it doesn't work. Are you sure? Hold on. Uh, yeah, that's another solution. You can just, I guess, share your player ID. I can try. The thing is, I already have many accounts that are considered. What happened to this one? Interesting. Okay, as I was saying, I already have many accounts that are on other servers. So some of them are on EA, so adding it was no issue, as you can see. Anyway, it's not actually showing your ID. I'm not sure if... Yeah, this mine and you didn't send anything. Okay, we're at 4. I need to refresh, and then that will give us 17. I need a little bit more. I cannot add. It says no player exists. Yes, they consider me dead with the player ID. Okay, hold on. I have a test to see. Let's selectively see one of the many accounts. EA. It's okay, I still have a solution for that issue. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's switch to one of the many accounts that's actually under the EA servers. It's exploding. Look, it's gonna explode. Okay, let's go to friends. Friends management. Search. Let's type it. I do remember this issue happened before. Okay, let me try something. Let me take that ID and then do the Uno reverse. Let's see if now EA cannot add SA. Yo, thank you for making it. CBC. Okay. Friend management, search. Let's type that ID and see. Okay, so it kind of does show that no, we cannot add each other. Interesting. I might need to look into that. Is it because the server ranges? Europe, America, Southeast Asia. Well, no, it's fine. I told you I have another solution. Just add the one of the sub accounts. You'll be able to add that one. It's on the... It's okay, I'll have no friend. What? Yeah, if you cannot add the SA hero servers, you can always add the EA. The sub account. It's okay. There's always a solution. Wow, look at that. It looks like a new day in the game, but the only difference is it's not. Look at that. Everything's so bright. Oh, and Save the Dog is starting. Wow, look, it looks like a new day. Complete to speak. Halloween event expires in 6 days. Expires in 6 days. Expires in 6 days. It didn't expire in 6 days, did it, huh? You got a new avatar for the 300 days in the office and the maintenance. Okay, let's collect all of that. Oh, look, wow. Really feels like a new day. What is that? That's the Lab of Awakening. Yes, because the server range is exactly like you. Congratulations. There's a solution for everything. Oh, interesting. So you're getting the green, the bluish green texty on your heroes. Nice. And here we have someone who invested. Is this the emergency post? I don't know GMT time. No, the emergency is related only to certain servers that actually got messed up in the ring, the void ring, and overall the arena. It's not every single server, by the way, and that's fine. It's just an emergency for the stream to talk about that point, but it's okay, honestly. The game is not gonna explode or someone died, so not that type of serious killing emergency. Okay, yes. We see you're starting, but at the same time pushing hard, or actually free fun. Yeah, you've been playing for probably a couple of Divine Legion. Yes, he is OP. See that? That's OP. See? Ah, yes, so you got affected. Yeah. Nice. Actually, if you achieved this amount in 5 months, that's actually very good. Comes the moment of truth. Let's see if you cared about upgrading your reincarnation treasure or tried. Okay, that kind of shows that you spend money related to the reincarnation treasure, which this will never be gained without spending money related to the reincarnation treasure, or at least not easily. So, cross of fate that came from spending, from spending, from spending, from spending. Nice. Still a long way in the reincarnation, but very good, honestly. You've done better than people who just spent 5 months on the game. Okay, let's go back to my account. That's good. That's good. It's good. It's good that you have five. Yes, the explosion and one and a two. Free. Okay. Look what I have. Boom. Just joking. There's nothing that much exciting I've done. For me, I'm just trying now to actually max the artifacts out, pretty much. Just finish all of these to level 60 and then actually work more on this side and then a little bit more. And yeah, in comparison, I've done more, yeah. Yes, well, there's a reason. There's a reason for that. Do you know what the reason is? I'm showing it to you directly. Yeah, that can also happen. Yeah. See that? Also, it is worth telling you that that stupid forge actually functions as a direction. The more you keep putting in it at the same time, the more your chances are higher. Did anyone get that? So, if you've actually collected the reincarnation treasure, okay, sorry, the reincarnation mithril, and you didn't use it, okay, and you waited to the next cycle, and then one go you have like 5 or 6 sanctuary mithril, that actually would be completely different than you putting 1 or 2 and that's it. So what does that mean? It means if you actually want better results, you're gonna have to wait until the settlement, and then wait until the next after it settlement, and then keep it for when its event actually comes, and try to collect more. Then again, you can always be an annoying individual who wants to spend money and speed it up in a different way. Just purchase the forged gift. It will help a little bit. Claim a random mithril chest, galaxy or Cronus mithril in your mailbox now and every day for 6 days. It's considered actually cheap. Oh my, that's why I've gotten lucky, because I did all. Yes, that's actually kind of the main reason. Uh, uh, to explain it again, if you're going to add, okay, 3 sanctuary mithril, and then you're gonna wait until they finish, and then you're gonna add another 3 sanctuary mithril. It's gonna be completely different if you just added 2 and that's it. So the more you add, the more the, let's call it, the drop percentage actually increases. If people didn't notice that, now you know. So the more you keep adding at the same time from the sanctuary, one after the other, it needs to follow each other. So this finishes, I add another one. This finishes, I add another one. This finishes, I add another one. The forging itself will give you better results in terms of, if I remember, this one has the special forge. One of them has the special forge and the random forge. Yeah. See this sanctuary treasure 20%, Cronus treasure 10, blah blah blah, and then there's one with random. So that percentage written, you can just abuse it. Yeah, but you're gonna have to really save the mithril in a collection, right? And then use it at once. And of course, that would be nice. And someone who does the upper level of opening the 6 forges, it also will make a difference than the one who just uses the 3. Let us just say that the game appreciates you saving up resources and spending money to collect more resources. They really appreciate the luck percentage drop chance the more you use, because it kind of depends on you spending money, right? So you got more. That's something interesting they have. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to. You're welcome. I think it's time to end the stream. And yes, you got very lucky, which isn't gonna be every single person. One last thing again. That's it. Just a message. Alright, guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. Definitely, we're gonna see you tomorrow. The links in the comments are for the game, for guides, for the recent code, everything you might wonder related to downloading the game, and definitely no balance stock. Which balance? Don't spend reasonably and don't spend more than what you have. Don't go broke in the tomorrow's after a couple of hours event. Should I give you the okay? Let's give you the hey, be reasonable. Don't. Oh, you're talking about that. Balance is gonna be for the conversation tomorrow, but overall, when he drops, the direction of balance is, well, the new hero is going to be shoved with you know what, those two, like always, either a god or a universe, which probably is gonna be a universe or a god. From the details that was said about him, and I shared a video on the channel related to him, he is able to reduce the energy of the enemy, and there's only one specific hero I know that does that. Yes, him, with his waiting skill. So reducing the energy of the enemy means they will not be able to use their special attack skill, which can make a difference in battle. Second thing, he can recover HP. So that both of these two being added together makes him a very, very strong opponent to different heroes that exist. Why I don't have his portrait yet? Because he hasn't dropped yet. We haven't gotten the event, and sometimes they wait. Oh, here it is. Amazing, it was added. Didn't see it. Okay, so I can actually have a look for now. When Balance enters the battle in lunar form, by the way, he's supposed to be with his, let's call it twin sister goddess, whatever. She's shoved with him for some unknown reason. So, yeah, they're supposed to unite, do some mumbo jumbo nonsense. Balance enters the battle in lunar form. When he's in lunar form, let's call it the energy form, right? He consumes his entire bar of energy, where he can cast a skill, which is pretty much like every single hero. Anyway, it will, when he does use his special skill, he has a 15% chance to inflict lunar eclipse on 4 random enemies. Lunar eclipse, when it actually hits an enemy, the enemy permanently loses 10% damage reduction, up to 30%. What does that mean? There is something called damage reduction, right? So it can permanently be lost. They cannot reduce the damage. They cannot, as if that makes any sense without saying it. When taking lethal damage, Balance becomes immune to the damage. Similar like Einstein. That's the same concept. When he takes lethal damage, which means damage that can take him out, kill him in the same attack, or he's low on HP and is gonna be killed, similar Einstein, dispels all the buffs affecting him and enters solar form. So we have Balance, who's supposed to be the balance of the galaxy between solar, which is the sun, lunar, which is the moon, and he's in between. Some mumbo jumbo yang yang direction. Anyway, when his energy reaches again the full bar of energy and he consumes and uses his special skill, he can heal the allies, all the allies of your team, 15% of their HP. Wow. And then he switches back to lunar form. Pretty much the guy lights up like a sun and then goes dark like a moon. When he does one thing, it's a CC and causes permanent loss. And when he does the other, he can actually recover HP. Let's carry on. Partial eclipse. Let's consider him a moon and a sun and a comparison of balance. So you have the lunar eclipse, lunar pretty much, the suspended radiance, which comes from the sun, and then you have the partial eclipse, and then is it gonna be the full eclipse? No, celestial revolution. Okay, let's summon up they really did an effort this time, really, and it's a copyright claim in the future, hopefully, for the effort. Okay, what he can do is pretty much, he has 2 forms. Let's just ignore the labeling, okay? Lunar, partial, suspended. He has 2 forms. One is lunar, one is solar. Solar refer to the sun, lunar refer to the moon. One of them can help in recovering HP, okay? The other causes permanent damage that the enemy cannot recover that HP. Let's just stop the mumbo jumbo of that long text. That's it. He can heal your allies and he can heal himself. So we're looking at, he can remove their energy so they cannot use their special skill. He can permanently cause HP damage loss where they cannot recover that HP. I'm just gonna ignore that text because it's wrong. It's a permanent loss of damage. Even if it's gonna be damage reduction, yeah, they will still lose that HP, so it's gonna be HP permanently lost, cannot be recovered, cannot be healed. Then he can heal your allies, he can heal himself, and reduce the enemy's energy. Wow. That's it. Yeah, he's gonna be okay. Hello, nothing really is going on. We're jamming to, let's call it the mumbo jumbo. Anyway, the mumbo jumbo of balance. Anyway, let's look at his exclusive because all of this is just the skills. The exclusive can be different. Celestial orbit. So at the beginning, this lovely twin of lunar, solar, radiant, celestial, body orb, form, flying, mutant, cockroach, looking, Mega Man, head, armor. He's focused on HP, attack, and speed, which kinda makes him similar to the Urashi. Okay, so speed is gonna be important for him. The more you can increase the speed, like the Galaxy. You remember Galaxy the hero? Yeah, we're looking at something similar. He has effective hit and 12% damage immunity. Effective hit and damage immunity, and then he can gain energy at the beginning of the battle, recover energy when he uses his energy skill, which is 50 to attack, and then he can recover it again, which at level plus 30 makes him crazy because he does exactly what Orb can do, but on himself, for himself, when he uses his special skill, and then that gives him another 50 energy, and then when he does it again, it gives him another 50 energy. Psycho Land. So pretty much he can keep on using his special skill again and again and again in each round. Interesting. So if you add the time or time gem or the orb with him, to him, I mean, he can actually keep recovering energy unlimited times every single round, full set of energy. So if you add this boy and give him the orb or add time next to him with the orb to trigger him again and again, you're going to be gaining Psycho Land attack of he can just keep on gaining his special skill and then attack, and then when he uses his special skill he'll gain another 50 and then attack, and then he'll get a buff from time being added next to him, and then keep attacking and increasing his damage, and this is insanity. And he has damage immunity. Okay. So he can heal himself, he has damage immunity, he can heal your allies, he can remove the energy from the enemy, and he has different forms. Let's call him the flying cockroach of the celestial body, the Milky Way. Okay. So he's going to be a very, very, very bad hero to go up against if he's built correctly and someone just decides to add time. His attack doesn't seem strong though. He looks more like a support. That's a good point. Let's try to look at what actually would he be categorized at. Where is he? Okay. Let's look at the guide. He's Meg actually. That means he can be support. So they have added him with the ultimate support Lord. Exiting does that. Okay, so they added him with the ultimate support Lord, and then Lucas, and then the rest of his support. He's a control debuffer and a support, so he's not going to hit that much hard unless you really invest in turning him around and give him maybe dark artifacts and other things. And voila, he has entered into the ranking. Well, at least darkness still tops him in the arena. Well, you never know where this game is going actually. It's gonna be even worse in battling. Okay, move him up, move him up. We're seeing his twin. Move him up. Yeah. Okay, let's add some, maybe, let's add that. Okay, favorite draft. So redemption, so he can be resurrected, which means he's still not the best because he's not a DPS per se, more of a support. And then radiance for damage reduction, bell of chaos to increase the debuff, control debuffer, effective hit, HP, damage immunity 3, and then 5, 1, and 3. Yeah, he's a CC debuffer, and that is sad. He had so much potential, so young, so eager to eliminate and burn everything with his celestial mumbo jumbo balance exclusive. That kind of means that Galaxy will be able to eliminate him, and Darkness will be able to eliminate him, Faith will be able to eliminate him, and he's still not gonna be in the best scenario. At least Galaxy is on HP, attack, and critical, which puts him at, he will wipe him out, aerial damage, damage stacking, attack. Okay, his attack doesn't seem strong. A Faith 2.0, I guess that would be one way of looking at it, but Faith can do real harm and real damage if you really give her the relics, give her the love, put everything in her. At least she has skill, damage, HP, and attack. In his case, he's more on speed, so she's not really support per se. I'm just watching fights with Galaxy. Galaxy is trash. Well, are you looking at someone who's are you looking at someone who's actually built Galaxy correctly? That's an important point. Actually, if you want to put everything in any hero, right, put it on the Emperor, for example, right? If you actually want someone who's annoying, put it on him, right? If you want someone who's good looking, put it on Darkness. One hit, one kill. And the shackles, the chains also is interesting. If you want the upper level pest control, Light, but you're really gonna have to build her very, very good to actually get that. Put your faith in Faith for her to be good. Sure, we'll give it a try. Sure, don't care that much. There's still so many backed up heroes that I still need to work on. So it doesn't make a difference if they add 5 heroes, 10 heroes, 2 heroes, 15 heroes. Doesn't make a difference, honestly. I was looking at the whales and they were telling you Nice, nice, nice. Okay, then. Then what should we do? Should I tell you build? Yes, you see her? Oh, and but by the way, you need to take into account something. My Rex loves fighting a lot. That's good. You need to take into account something. If yeah, now you're interested because you have a Rex, yeah. If you're actually talking about top players do not use Galaxy, all of that, that actually, yeah, they do use Anubis, they do use other heroes, but it will give you a chance because if no one is using him, it might not be the reason that he's trash, okay? It might give you an opportunity if you build him in different ways that since others aren't using, you might get an advantage in attack. That's the point you need to consider. Your Rex. Yeah, good one. In any case, in the end, depends on who you're fighting. In the end, she's a good selection, by the way. Support, support. He's a killing selection. In any case, there's so many good heroes, support heroes, different heroes. Kind of depends on who you're building, who you can build, and yeah. I think he means that he built his Rex that he can win against Light by using Rex. Aside from different people consider Rex to be weak, doesn't have to be actually. Yeah, I wonder honestly why. Okay, all the heroes have different usages. Mm, yeah, yeah, true. In any case, let's just leave the debatable, argumentative heroes. Okay, if you wanna, the best selection, of course, in attacking the backliners, of course, as a meat shield, HP recovery, debuffer, removing effects, CC and stuff. Of course, in attack, right? And of course, you have also Julia. I don't think we need to debate about those ones. And Andrea also has some good potential. Exactly, that's what I mean. Exactly, that is what I mean. You can have a weak hero, but you add a lot into him. By the way, adding a lot into a hero doesn't mean you just upgrade him immortal, give him T2, give him the best equipment. It also means that you upgrade his Union tech fully, and then you see in the Union Institute, where is he? For instance, let's find Rex. Rex boy. Where is the Rex boy? Type number one. Ah, when you say he put a lot into him, he means he also upgraded the Union Institute, where Rex is available as a hero to increase his critical damage resistance and critical resistance, and the damage he can do to different sub-factions. So upgrading these actually will not only increase Rex's damage, they will increase all the heroes below in damage. So of course, these actually make a difference. I'm seeing Dark Faction being used more. Korra and Alcazar look good when maxed out. Yeah, that is true. Actually, if we're talking about the Dark Faction, 100% her attack is beautiful, does have some potential. The Baron, Camilla. And if you're talking about the new edition, actually a little bit while back, small time duration. Yeah, His attack 100% when he's built and relics and all that good stuff, it can really cause some high damage burst. So yeah, there's so many good heroes. They will definitely not add max step burn is OP. It will be my, yeah. You can go with Baron, you can go with Orochi, which can make a difference. But different players have also selected that dragon. So going with Baron will give you an advantage. You max that out. So pretty much you maxed out the Union Institute fully, right? And I'm guessing you also maxed out the Union Tech fully, and you also maxed out Space Explorer fully right here. So when we go to technology, it should be maxed out like this, right? And then I'm guessing you also for once notice something interesting, that these artifacts also relate to, well, damage immunity, damage reduction, and some of them are related to the technology direction in the first place. Let's find which one was for the technology. This one is faction bonus for allied dark faction heroes. This one is the Superman. This one. Is it safe to assume you actually upgraded this? That's a good question. Faction bonus of allied tech faction heroes. Upgrading it actually can increase the entire faction. And I'm guessing when it comes to faction wanted and technology, you kind of went to 350. Then you still have potential. That's the only thing I'm trying to tell you. You still have potential for upgrading. I'm done with Star Tech. Warrior Union Tech isn't completed, maxed out. How do I get to the next area in Star Galaxy? Okay, you're talking about the expedition, right? The Star Field, Star Galaxy. The other one is Star Trek. Star Trek. How you would move if you click on exploration and map, right? Yeah, it's okay. If you click on exploration and map, first you need to understand that you actually need to explore to collect that green looking energy below, because that is the unlocking, let's call it fuel currency to unlock the galaxy itself. How you would move from one to another, first you need to complete it 100%, okay, and then it will automatically take you here, and then you would click on the next one. See this? Are you sure you want to spend 180 fuel to unlock linear galaxy? I have 207. So every reset you actually need to go collect first with the Zeta. You're gonna have to fully do it, and then the Cybertron, and then when you have enough you can actually just click on exploration and map, linear galaxy, and then that will unlock it. The issue is, by the time you actually get the number you need for the fuel, you need to first complete it to 100. After the full exploration has been done, the entire thing, pretty much, right? That's why paying with the blue diamonds for the quick exploration privilege actually helps. Then you will just click on the last one, the linear, and it will unlock, and you will just go about it. Now if you're asking about these three, they have not completed it, the developers, so they have been locked for over a year, more than a year. So only the three stages you have: Zeta, Cybertron, and the linear. That's it. Don't complete 100. 80 something is good. Think 88. There'll be a stream tomorrow for the new events. Yes, there will be a stream tomorrow for the new events. Don't complete 188 it doesn't really make a difference, because what are you supposed to do to unlock the next one? Actually, it will stop you. You're still gonna need to complete it to 100%. As soon as it starts, right? What are you gonna do? You are going to click on exit. That's what you're saying, and do the return. There's still heroes exploring in the galaxy. They'll send back. That's what you mean, right? To set off. To do the set off and then move directly here. Yeah, I guess you can still do that. You can do that, but I wouldn't advise it, because when you do that with the return, right, and you achieve the 80, okay, you're gonna be canceling everyone who's actually exploring and starting again. So just leave it, honestly. But yeah, still can be done. Yeah, save more than a year. How far are you in expedition? Because some of these requirements are impossible for me right now. Yeah. Yeah, I just did it. You would click on return and then blah blah blah, and then you would destroy the exploration currently ongoing. That's why I don't recommend it, and I don't want to talk about it for people to do it anyway. Okay, for the expedition, let's see. Well, we're at 1159, I guess, in terms of star ranking. Let's see, how can we show it? I guess galaxy and then just scrolling. I'm considered to be now at the Straw Hat Galaxy, if that makes any sense. So that M51, M65, maybe until you see something you know. And then this. Andromeda. Yeah, I guess Andromeda is the initial one, so that would put us 1 galaxy, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the 8th galaxy in the total collection, and we're at the star field considered 41. If you get what that means, consider it similar to xwar, expedition 41, and that would put us at the ranking of 13 overall. Hope that kind of answers or elaborates. Can make them explore, then immediately return for free coin, then you can move on to the next galaxy, which pays more. You can make them explore for the free coin. What do you mean by oh, you're talking about the other one, right? Actually, in expedition there are different ways of actually just pushing through it, whether you're strong enough or not. You're talking about the expedition, right? You still need to go. Yes, it's kind of very late currently. You're stuck on, but sure, we can at least look into that. Galaxy Starfield 247. 47. 47. Let's go to the last chapter. We are happily at 40. Remember, 40, 41. 41. 4710 is still. I have to have six server. Oh. Let me just elaborate something for the galaxies in Starfield. Right? Their conditions are at some point you need to pay at some insane point, right? And you need to awaken heroes actually for God slash universe, blah 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 blah, right? So up to a certain stage you can still manage if you increase your attack and HP and level, and yeah, eventually with time and awakening heroes that you need, you'll be able to win. Okay, that's something that can be done even if you get defeated. But at some point, yeah, you really need to maybe invest or be more patient. Something 6 universe, 6 whatever. Oh, so referring to that, pretty much you want to start it and then you're gonna return. But first you actually need to, the return doesn't work unless you actually are progress reaches 80. Maybe you mean when your progress reaches 80 you would just return and then do it again and again, abusing style. Well, sometimes if you're up for the I don't want the full stars, you can always go with the naughty direction of don't follow the selection heroes required. Okay, so these heroes are the selection hero required, right? I just want to advance through this round and I'm not gonna okay, I got you on that. I don't think see the full value of okay, send them and then get them back. So if some of it will be collected, I think it's easier just let them do the expedition there, get the full reward and just move stage by stage. But yeah, I guess for moving to the next galaxy that gives you more, yeah, that point is good, a good idea. Thank you. Anyway, you can pretty much ignore the requirements, go directly into battle with your strongest. Okay, win the battle, gain at least the 1 star. Okay, see, oh look, 2 stars even. And then just move to the next round. So if you're gonna do that, okay, of course he's gonna go after his title. Okay, so if you're gonna do that, you're just gonna ignore the requirements, just use the lineup that you want. Okay, and I've done that before, and then you can return later to actually collect the remaining star and complete the well, sub galaxy, I guess. Wow, look at that. If you want the scrolls, then you're gonna have to go with the full set of stars, but there is a value in doing this move. Another galaxy might have lesser requirements, or you meet the requirements for that galaxy, and that will allow you to actually gain the the common summon scrolls from one faction easier than the requirements of heroes in another. That's why sometimes you have to push like this, okay? And then wait until you get to the next galaxy. Maybe it will require something. So it really becomes very dark, huh? 47. I see. Anyway, for people being stuck here, you can always do the naughty direction of doing this. No, they're not really gonna update expansion and change that point. I don't think so. Okay, look at that. We gain some good money and now 40-10. Doing that move just gets you to the second one. And voila, another galaxy. The idea behind that, at least if it's kind of before the requirement for all the God Hero universes direction is that you can go through. As you can see, there isn't full set of stars at 29, 29, 22, 30, 20. That 30 was easier, right? Why is it actually? An update, you'll have to pay to log in. The rewards there after getting 3 stars and all is almost nothing. That is sad. Well, in any case, it's something on the side, and we all value that one specifically. So yeah, either you're gonna have to brutally get all the God Hero universes that you require, and then yeah, power them up, or get them and keep increasing their HP and attack and leveling up, and that might help in certain stages. That might help. In the end, just consider certain parts of the game value you being a pay to win player and or for pay to win players, whether we like it or not. They make us buy. Get God. My God. Yes, because it's a business. A game is a business. They want the money. Sorry, Juno, I'm just gonna do this to annoy you and then I'm gonna stop. And then I'm gonna take back my old title. Okay, everything. Why? 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 You're playing also to annoy me. Why are you going after that? That's mine. Fine. Can you stick in one place? God. I didn't expect he's gonna also play the same direction of annoyance. Okay. Okay, are you happy now? That's what you get. By the way, don't do this to players. Crazy. I need to go to Malaysia to get my monkey. Interesting. Okay. Best of luck. Okay. Anyway, guys, it's time to end the stream, and definitely we'll be seeing you later tomorrow for the Dragon new events. And yeah, if you're gonna spend money, be wise. Yes, monkeypox, chickenpox, rabies, yes. Also, there is shit-throwing monkeys and baboons and apes. Yes, yes, yes. Be careful. Yes. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning into this live stream. We can't expand it too much above. If I could have one hero maxed out, what would it be? Yes, later on Friday, yes. At night. The actual time actually should be 11 GMT plus 8 Malaysia time. Anything for God heroes. If I could have one hero maxed out, who would it be? It would be Darkness. Free max. Yeah. No, actually, you shouldn't choose balance for that maxed out. We should choose maxed out completely, perfection, everything. That's what you should choose. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in for this live stream. Do check the description for details related to guides, the latest code for the redemption inside the game, and I choose Pikachu from Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Hopefully, alright. And for the people who actually need to sleep, and I know it's someone specific, yeah, that individual, go sleep. It's late. You and me, same time zone. Go sleep. Go sleep. Friday. Friday. Juma. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this one. I'll see you later Friday night. Yep. And have a great day, evening, afternoon ahead.